basketball game. Give Albany a lot of credit. Dwayne Killings does an unbelievable job. We've been friends a very long time, but he puts his guys in position every single game they compete. His entire staff, he's got a great staff. We've known their staff for a while. Huge credit to them. They fought and were right there to the end. Also, the NABC Showcase. This was a great day. 4 big-time games to get to play in another NBA arena. For us, it's now twice in 2 weekends. That's why you come to Temple. It's special. So thankful for all the people that helped do that. I thought our guys competed. Again, our turnovers were a little bit high. We'd like to reduce that. We shot a lot of free throws this week, but not enough. So we'll keep getting back to that. But just proud of our guys' resiliency. And at the end of the game, when things get chaotic, I think our guys are cool, calm, and collected. And I think we saw that. I think there was only 1 turnover there towards the end of the game, and that's what I was proud of. They hit tough shots, they made some big plays, and our guys just stayed cool, calm, collective, and finished the game. So happy with that, and I'll let Hysier go first here with any questions.
Does it seem like these guys might have played more sort of man-to-man against you from the very start than you've seen a lot this season? Did you recognize that, and you and teammates, like it would just go right to the whole game plan?
That was a part of the game plans, is getting downhill, see if we get some straight line drives, and early on, that's what presented itself, so we just tried to take advantage of it.
Did you just feel it?
Coming into the game, I felt a little bit better than some of the recent games in terms of like just being rested and I slept a lot the last few days, so I did feel a little bit better coming into this one.
This year you shot, I believe it was 23% against Bloomsbury, but like tonight you came out fire and you were aggressive. You were aggressive, like efficient with your shots. What was your mindset coming into today?
To get to 63. That's what I told the guys. Let's try to find a way to get a win as a unit. If shots would have fallen, I would have had to find a way to get other guys involved. But tonight, I was lucky enough to make some shots and happy to get the win.
Any other questions for Hysier?
Can you just walk through a couple of late possessions there? You missed a shot, Sam got a board, you got another chance. You hit another one sort of mid-range to help ice it.
We were just trying to find a way to close the game out. The one mid-range, I had some separation, I got good lift, and the other one, I took a tough shot, probably a little short. Sam got a good tip, and I just tried to keep the play alive. I seen it coming my way, and I was like, I need this 50-50 ball, and it landed right in my hands. So he was lucky enough to get a good bounce. You see how some of them bounces go in other games. It could have been a long bounce, and it could have been in transition, but I was lucky enough to get that one.
Thanks, Hysier.
My game plan was pre-season, you're like, we got guys who can go to the basket. And we haven't seen a ton of it, but we saw it from the start.
Yeah, we thought we could attack. Jonathan Beagle's a great player at 16 and 15. The way they played the pick and roll, we thought we could get downhill and then look to drive and kick, or we worked a lot this week on finishing at the rim. That's been really a point of emphasis for us, is getting to the rim. I thought in our last game, we were a little too casual driving the basketball, so that was a point of emphasis going into today.
Coach, how important was Coach Jordan coming into this one for game planning for Albany?
He didn't do anything. No, he's great. Look, he was there a year. He knows a lot of those guys. These are hard games when you know a lot of the players. The coaches, it's one thing. But players got to make plays. I remember my first year at Penn State, we played Miami. And I'm screaming out every play call like, all right, great, but it doesn't matter. They don't know what 42 means. So, he was great. He had the scout tonight. He prepared our guys. Our staff does an amazing job. He did an outstanding job getting us ready for what they do and things to look for out of timeouts and that nature. So he was great tonight and all preparation.
Coach, Hysier Miller obviously had the hot hand tonight, but I'm a little curious about Jordan Riley, someone who I think has come on really strong over the past couple of weeks, with a string of good performances now. So I'm just curious, what'd you make of him tonight, kind of as the second leading scorer on this team?
Yeah, I thought Jordan did a lot of good things. He's getting more feel after being injured a little bit, but he's doing some awesome things. He's guarding, he's getting to the basket. He drew 6 fouls tonight. So really, really happy with that. You see on the defensive effort, he had a great switch late in the game, just on instinct. But I'm happy for him. He's playing hard and he's really stepped up these last few games.
Zion's been one of those other guys kind of keeping fuel the last couple of games. What did you kind of see from him tonight? I know even on defense too, like you had him guarding Beagle for some possessions.
Yeah, we talked about it going into the game. That's something we were going to do. You know, he had another nice night. He's got to clean up a few things. You know, we got to reduce the turnovers. But he's a freshman, and what the best thing about Z is he just wants to be coached. You can tell him something, even though I joke him that he makes some facial expressions. It's just who he is. I'm animated too. I'm sure you've seen on the sideline. So he listens to it and he tries to make the adjustment right away. It's something we're really proud of him. I thought he did some really good things, and I think he had 7 rebounds and 5 defensive rebounds tonight. So that's a big step for him.
Did you want to, last 2 minutes, he had some turnovers along the way, but like learning experiences, he's one of your 5 guys in the last 2 minutes there, was that?
Yeah, I think you got to trust your players. And I think, at the one timeout, we told him on the one where he drove the ball and there's a travel, that it was probably the right basketball play, but at that time, maybe pull it out, use some clock. So it was a teachable moment. That's what we try to do throughout this. We want to be better than we were yesterday in practice. We want to be better than we were last game, and we got to take what we see and teach. I really believe that we've got to be teachers to these young men, and I think they respond well when you do that. So we just talked about it. Nobody yelled and screamed at him, and he was cool, calm, collected, and I thought he finished the game really strong.
Getting good vibes about Jaleel maybe for next week?
I will hopefully get an update early this week from the doctor, and whatever our medical staff, which is fantastic, advised us to do, we'll do.
Better chance to play next week than he's had so far?
I trust our medical staff when I meet with them, whatever. Did I read that correctly? No, I just don't have a good answer for it. I do apologize. I just don't. He meets early next week, and it's something that we got to see how it progresses, and I trust our medical staff.
Coach, you guys, go ahead, bro.
Second neutral site game, you got the win in this one, heading to Hawaii. How important is that?
I think it's great to get to play in 2 NBA arenas. It's something that's special, right? You talk about recruiting, come to Temple, you get to play where the Sixers play, then you get to play where the Brooklyn Nets are. They're big time atmosphere. We didn't get to shoot here just because there's 4 games, so we kind of came out here. But I think it's awesome. And, it was special tonight because one of the Brooklyn Nets players was here cheering us on, so it was great to have Lonnie Walker, played for the University of Miami. He was texting all day, he was coming to the game, and I told him he still had 3 years of eligibility left. So I want to check with Arthur if we get him cleared. But it was cool to have him. But I think that's why you come here. You want to play in these big time events, you want to be able to play in these arenas. And we told the guys, look, we've won at home, we've won on the road, we haven't won a neutral site. So this was one of the things we got to check box for.
Last 2.
Coach is shooting 25% from 3. What's the message to the guys when the shots aren't falling?
Keep shooting. Simple. Keep shooting.
Did you get a chance to see Coach Larinaga today?
I got a chance to see him yesterday, so that was nice, which was neat because our director of basketball operations, Jimmy Polisi, they presented him with his Final Four ring at the hotel, so that was a really neat experience that we got to see. But yeah, we got to visit with him and catch up with him and his wife, Mrs. Larinaga was here, so that was great. It saved me a phone call because I should call him for advice, so I got to just ask him in person some questions.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank